What's good, everybody? It's FRESH2020. What's today? It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. August 2nd. What we got here? This beat is called Paranoia. You know, like when you're looking out the window and you think someone is coming for you. Like this, I'm gonna subscribe. Benihana boy. Can you see that?
That boy is Benihana.
Oh, it's Benihana. That means he probably hot and he got all the ingredients in front of you. He could make food into art, and if you're gonna eat something with dairy, you're gonna fart. Remember Jamie Foxx don't need security? I was talking about that recently. Had a couple bits in it that just tickled me. He was in Any Given Sunday. Jamie Foxx, a Renaissance man playing QB, called up from the bench to be the man, but LL Cool J had a different plan. He also an actor, but took it a little serious and hauled off and cracked him. Cut, knocked the wind out of me. Bruh, you realize this is a screenplay, right? We're not competing for a championship. You're not gonna be dropped or on the waiver wire and shit. Basically, just remember what you're doing here. Don't be confused. I know, confusion is a hard thing to get through. I don't know, I'm not satisfied with that flow, so I do like this beat though. Shout out to Benihana. But I'm looking for something. I'm digging for something. Is this it? No. I need some more heavier. I need something heavy. It's one of those days where I need something stronger. You dig? I've been enjoying my evil laugh like a villain, like a bobble doll on a dash. Crash. Hope your insurance right. If I see one more fucking GoFundMe funeral, I'm gonna retch. Throwing up with your whole body. You ever been sick to your stomach that you dry heave? Nothing come out, or if it does, it's only bile, cause your appetite is vile. This was closer. This was it's like this. The producer is Lytton Scott, and the beat is called Wait. Trap instrumental. Free Young Thug. I heard Young Thug likes other thugs. Well, it's just a rumor. Just because he wears a dress and have a Raphael Sadiq affect, but we clearly know he's not one of them type of Renaissance dudes that is talented and stylish to go along to boot. Shout out to Logic. I was never really a fan, but I know that you helped a lot of people solve it, talking teenage angst. Music helps. Matter of fact, that's my favorite drug above all else. Oh, and I love drugs. Better living through chemistry. What's up? Can you relate? Or are you gonna hate? Are you gonna tell me what I can and cannot do to my intake? I'm not a car, I don't need to be small. I'm not DMX, I'm not worried about the fog, or the snakes and the rats, or any of that crap. Everything is my fault, my responsibility. Anything close to the victim mentality's a trap. You can be entangled with your movies and your raps and your relationships. This is your bro, try to keep me tight. Right, one more, last one. I'm feeling very freestylish. Freestylish. Shout out to Batman, but that's not the one. Here it is. I think this is it. I think this is what I was looking for. This is called Bangin'. Who produced this one? Depot on the Beat. Subscribe, show support, like it, and if you like it, do the same. Okay, I hope this is the one. Depot. I'm sorry, but I got a couple of bad connotations with depositions in general. I used to work in litigation. I'm investing in minerals. I'm not investing in the justice system. Shit is terrible. I'm sure some people get justice they can afford to. People used to come up to me in the hallway, suit and tie, briefcase. They're thinking, why me? I'm stuck in this building and the departments, the judges, they don't know my children, they don't know my illness, sir. Are you an attorney? Can I bend your ear for a moment? I will say, I'm here to listen. I never pass the bar, but I do go in the well, but not too far. And I tell them really simply, does your attorney know the judge? And if he doesn't, get another attorney and then I'm on my way, I'm done. The facts don't really matter. The jury does if it's not a bench trial. It's crazy. Y'all worried about the buzz? Just survive the encounter. Live to fight another day. You could be a bouncer on the weekends. You can kneel on somebody's neck, but you won't be freaking a weekend away in the jail cell if the thin blue line is doing what it do today. As it did before. I don't know. Anything that doesn't apply, feel free to ignore. That's the one I was looking for. Depot on the Beat. What's good? Man, sorry about that. 7 minutes in. I had to get my head right. I wasn't ready to talk to y'all yet. I had to get in the vibe. I had to get in the spirit. I had to get in the flow. I had to get in that bag. You dig? I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. So many things on my mind. Victim mentality. That's what it was. That came up in conversation. That came up in a few different. It came at me from all angles. This thing, this notion, this idea. And when I was talking about the litigation and being in the courtroom and all that, what I noticed over 10 years I spent in the courtroom, nobody gets to heal during this litigation process. Nobody gets to heal. There's this term. It's called malingering. Anybody heard of it? Malingering, so let's say a personal injury case, right? Say you get into an accident and you sustain some injuries. And those injuries is it's physically it damaged you. It may also have reduced your ability to earn a living, reduced your ability to enjoy your life. All these damages, economic and non-economic damages. Well, your attorney, you've got to present these damages to the court, to the arbiter of fact, trier of fact. And when they say the court, they mean the judge. And if you do have a trial with a jury, obviously the jury is the one who's going to be deciding the facts. But the judge, the court, they get to decide what is relevant, what is irrelevant, what goes in front of the jury. Once I saw this process play out, that's when I went from like, I'm a little cynical, I'm a little, leery, untrustworthy because of how, my people, meaning brown skin, men specifically, and at the time, you know, people of little to no means, how they're treated, you know. And then when I saw this, and I was like, oh, well, shit. I mean, this is just as corrupt as anything that can handle corruption. Unfortunately, people's lives, people's freedom, people's livelihood is on the line. So we don't really have room for that type of tomfoolery when that's going on. I see an emergency vehicle. So I'm just going to change my route instead of pulling over or being in a compromising situation in this here intersection. You see, just avoid it. You know, don't walk towards the drama. Just be open. You ever do that? Like you drive in and you know where you're going, but you got time, right? So you take a different route. You low key get lost on purpose. You can find a different way. Okay. I think that's what. Oh, now he turned this way. See. Whatever, man. You ready to me, man? Whatever, man. You ready to Redman? Shout out to Redman. All right, man. I gotta get back on track. Get back on track. Victim, right? Malingering. Got it. Okay. So, you know, like an ambulance chaser, they call them. Like, oh, you've been in an accident. Oh, let me represent you. Let me be your attorney. Wear this neck brace. Use these crutches. Godspeed to anyone who's injured. Speedy recovery. Shout out to the first responders, putting their lives on the line every day, all the time. So, what do you think? If you get into a car accident, not your fault, their insurance doesn't cover all the things that, you know, you heard. You gotta assume. You know, that's what we do. We litigate, so we get down. What do you think? How long from your bam collision accident? How many days, months, years do you think until you actually get in front of a judge and jury? Long time. Likely years. Multiple. So think about it. I was in an accident in 2017. It's 2020. I got bulging discs, I got back pain, right? A lot of those symptoms didn't fully kick in till later, after I'd already released liability. Careful about signing releases, people. Careful about that. Careful about removing contingency. Shout out to my realtors. So, in this case, like say I was in court right now, 2020, for an accident. Shut up. For an accident that happened in 2017. Well, the people in the jury is going to be looking like, he don't look hurt. He don't look injured. He look just fine. What you whining about? Oh, let me guess. This one of those McDonald's coffee things where you're just trying to get some money. You spill a little hot coffee on yourself and they trying to get you a payday. Better go get you a payday loan or a payday candy bar. Shut the fuck up. That's how they would look at you. You know, people pretty simple in their psychology for the most part. Not too sophisticated. Stuff like that. They want things to match. They want to see a pattern. They want to make sense of it. It's like, hey, you're claiming all these problems. Where's your neck brace? Where your crutches? Where your wheelchair? Why you don't look depressed? Gotta play the part. So malingering, the term, it's a legal term. And I don't want to mess this up, but I'm paraphrasing. Something like intentionally prolonging symptoms or the appearance of symptoms for the purpose of swaying a jury, a judge, a mediator, arbitrator, into giving you more of a settlement, more of a reward. Oh, my neck, my back. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm a victim. Help me. Pay me. Right? And so when I say that when you're involved in litigation, nobody can heal, because really, most attorneys, plaintiff's attorney, but as representing somebody who is injured. Part of the briefing, part of the advice that they're going to give you before you step foot into the courtroom is play it up. Remember, trial doesn't start opening statements. Trial starts as soon as the first potential juror lays eyes on you. And it's got to look right. It's got to play the part. Right? Court is theater. Just like war is theater, politics is theater. The world is a stage. So my advice to people that are considering litigation, if you ignore the litigation, is it going to be detrimental to the health and safety of you and your loved ones? If the answer is yes, okay, consider it. Let's talk about it. If the answer is no, I would recommend get on with your life, skip the lawsuit, keep it pushing. That way, you can begin to heal now. Do people take my advice? Only if they're smart. How many people are smart, percentage-wise? I don't know. Wish it was more. So, if you get caught malingering, that's why, actually, that a lot of times people will hire private investigators for purposes of subrosa. Kind of like, come on now, quit tripping. Kind of like undercover, get some footage of you like, oh, you said that you can't move because you're back, but I see you up here on the ladder fixing your roof. I see you playing catch with your children. What's up with that, bud? So that could actually be criminal offense. I don't know if it's criminal. Civil infraction? I don't know. Very important to know the difference between civil and criminal. Believe you me, you don't want to be in that criminal side. Random piece of advice: don't break the law while you're breaking the law. I'll explain that another time. So imagine going through, let's say, a 3-month trial. After waiting 3 years to get in the trial, because you got pre-trial discovery, right? Documents back and forth, complaints, motions, depositions, all that, right? So by the time you finally get there, your body might be healed up. But do you think that your attorney wants that visual? Do you think that? Do you wanna gamble your financial future, your possible winning of your case? Do you want to gamble it on how sophisticated your jury is? Can they really look at the x-rays and the doctor's notes and all of that and see that was really bad injuries that you sustained, but it is reasonable that you appear to be okay today, 3 years later? Judgment call, I guess, but most people would not want to take that chance. They would want to look like the injuries that they sustained, the damages that they're trying to be compensated for. So that's what I mean, like even subconsciously, right? Like you're totally ethical, you're not trying to game the system, your attorney is also ethical, not trying to play games, not trying to game the system, right? Even in that scenario, subconsciously, you're going to not move on from it. You're going to not heal because you've got that hanging over your head. Ooh, I like that. I like that even number. Symmetry, baby. Symmetry. Took more than I thought, actually. So gas prices going up? What's going on? What's cracking? What's cracking? I feel like a victim. They done raised the prices on me. I can't drive as far as I wanted to because they raised it a nickel. I'm just playing, but I'm serious. I'm always playing and I'm always serious. That's not true. But sometimes I can't tell if I'm playing or serious, and that is evident by the feedback that I get. So, what is your peace of mind worth? And do you want to, it's hard to, I asked my sister the other day, what's the difference between priceless and worthless? That led to an interesting conversation. Something to think about. But yeah, so going back to this, this hypothetical situation, wouldn't it be better if you're in a car accident, right? And again, caveats, livelihood, health, safety, all that stuff into consideration. But wouldn't it be better to heal as fast as you can and get on with your life? Wouldn't that be better than waiting and gambling and being a victim in your head for 3 some odd years on a gamble that you may or may not get a payday? Does that seem wise to you? Again, once you know how the sausage is made, typically you don't want sausage. So now I know how at least civil litigation works very well. And I know that I would not be involved. I would not voluntarily be party to a lawsuit unless those conditions were met. Because I know you can't heal. So that's what was on my mind, And I think that goes back to the idea we were talking about. Was that yesterday or the day before? We were talking about we're all responsible for our own success to one degree or another. Did y'all like my Alec Baldwin coffee is for closers? Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross. I had fun doing that. I encourage everyone to avoid playing the victim, being the victim. Even if you legit are the victim in a situation, even if you are, it would behoove you to not look at it that way. Okay? What else? Something it just came to mind. If you haven't seen the Joe Rogan episode from 3 years ago, Jordan Peterson, Brett Weinstein, those were the guests. And they were talking about the difference between something being literally true, factually true, whatever, and then metaphorically true. And Brett brought up an example. He said, imagine that there's a tribe. There's 2 tribes, okay, like hunter-gatherers, right? And one tribe has this false thought or false idea that porcupines can throw their quills. So that is not literally true. Porcupines cannot throw their quills. But if you step on one or get close to one, and them quills get stuck in you, if you try to pick one up and the quills get in you, that's their defense mechanism. And the way the barbs are in the end of them, over time they work themselves into your skin to the point where it can even pierce a vital organ. Like, porcupines are no joke. It's a nice silly name. They look kind of, it's a little cute, little Sonic the Hedgehog, like cartoon character, whatever, but they can be dangerous. So the tribe that has that belief that porcupines can throw their quills versus the other one that doesn't, the one that has that belief that is not true but it gives them an advantage because they are that much more cautious around porcupines. And I think it was Jordan Peterson. Please bear with me and be patient and go watch it. That you need to watch that one. Woo! You need to watch that one. Note the date, note the time. Oh, if I can remember to link to that. So they had a nice little back and forth about it. Intellectual discussion. And they did not agree. Brett says that gives you an evolutionary benefit because less people in your tribe is going to get quilled up by a porcupine because they think they can throw them. While the other person might say, well, no. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell the truth. They can't throw them. Well, all right. You're probably going to have more instances of porcupine spikes, porcupine pines. Porcupine pines. So it's just something to think about, you know? Even if you are the victim, it might behoove you to lie to yourself that you're not, that it is your fault, that it is your responsibility. And then you will be giving yourself the agency to fix it and to heal and to move forward. Amen? Amen. I feel better. Do you? Let's freestyle and get up out of here. It's Sunday. Oh, man, it's late. Oh, man, did I miss dinner with my babies? I hate that. I hate that, man. I really need to, I bought my first, stock. I bought my first, crypto. And then I bought something else. I did some investing. I'm gonna do some more tomorrow. What you gonna do tomorrow? What you gonna do tomorrow? Yeah, I think 7 streams of income is just barely enough to fill up my Scrooge McDuck type of money pool. I could do the backstroke. Oh, forgot, it's a coin shortage. I guess I could do it in gold bullion. The bullion bars, the bullion cubes. Wait, that's for cooking. I'm cooking up some funky, fresh, delectable treats for y'all eating pleasure. I'm trying to get my diet back on track because I was doing so good. I ain't had Taco Bell in months, and then pizza, and beer. Had me thinking I was in the all clear phase and my stomach been messed up. Good thing I got Western Mugwort. Finna re-up on that. Maybe get some slippery elm. I don't know. Hit the cleavers when I'm home. Purslane, watercress, mushroom, polypore. Woo! And if any of that interests you, holla me and I'll learn you more. You know how many free consultations I've given over the ages? So many. As much as I'd like to stay here and chat some more, it is time to go. And what do we say at the end of every vlogcast? Give your body, your mind, your spirit, your family, your community the things that it needs to fight the dis-ease. Fresh out.